What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Real Deal Sports. Usual guys are here. Myself, my man with the Philly jersey and the shades.
Oh, man.
It looks like he got them makeup lights around him that women
No, you
used
know
to do
what?
makeup.
You know who what look like?
Going on in them
Black dudes that's in costume. Like he don't wanna attract. I don't want people to know my identity, so I'm gonna throw this Philly jersey on.
Oh,
I want
looks like
nobody
he's
to know who I really am. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Hey, I get it. You know, you famous.
Everybody on the front row of the ESPYs. All be wearing their shades.
No,
hey,
that's everybody on the
everybody in the. I'm about to say courtside. Everybody courtside always got shades on for some reason.
Kevin Hart always got on shades. I'm like
bro, why you got shades
at
on?
the game, at least the lights are bright. At the ESPYs, it'd be dark in the auditorium. And they cut to these guys, all black suits, shades on, everything. I'm like, can you even see your award you're accepting? But
they look cool. Kevin Hart might be the only dude that always wears shades, no matter what he's doing.
But to answer your question, John, I do got the little lights. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, because you can probably see it in the glasses. You know what I'm saying?
Look at your marquee.
You know, so it's the wife set it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
well, out of respect for the man being back, I am doing the 2018 James Harden, man.
There you go.
2018 James Harden pair of 40 piece nuggets he dropped on him. Woo! Now just drop them on the Nuggets in a couple weeks. But yeah.
It's a good series, man. James Harden, it seemed like he finally, it's like his coming, I won't say coming out party, but it just seemed like, well, I guess you can't say coming out party, I guess, but I mean, he's finally doing what James Harden was supposed to have been doing for these last couple years in the playoffs, I should say. But yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that he's finally coming out, and I don't know, maybe it's the outfits that's, making his game, a little bit more top tier, because that boy outfits, boy, he got some, I won't say outdated, but he got some.
I was about to say, I need to hear what you about to say.
Some out of this world outfits. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Polish.
I was about to say that, but I was trying to be, a little bit more professional today.
James, we get it, bro. You got money, but
yeah,
all of them be putting on, be like.
Bro, it's the pants, like, bro. It's like he got the parachute pants on from like the 70s.
Why they just can't wear a nice 2-piece suit and call it a day?
You ain't even got to wear a 2-piece suit, bro. You could just wear a t-shirt and some pants.
Because D Wade gets creative, but he still ain't wearing all that nonsense. Like, you know what I mean? He don't wear.
His outfits a little big sometimes too, though.
Do they? Okay, maybe I ain't seen all of them.
Just sometimes, not all the time. He's very fashionable, but some of his outfits is a little like, all right, bro. Like Nico said, we know you got money, but why the hell is you spending that much money on these suits, though?
Who is your fashion designer,
bro? Like, I ain't gonna lie, who got a dope ass fashion designer? Uncle Shannon for sure. He got a dope ass fashion designer for sure. He's
at the game. Sometimes when he on Undisputed, it's like.
No, I mean, even his Undisputed though. I mean, but yeah, we getting off topic and shit.
No, I'm saying a lot of the jackets he be wearing at the Lakers game be fire.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said, whoever his designer is they definitely top tier for sure. They definitely in the business.
We're gonna get there, and then we're gonna be asking John, why are you wearing that tonight? That's what you decided to put on.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I'm gonna be the Adam Sandler out the group.
Adam Sandler?
Yes.
The bummy looking?
Yes, absolutely. I don't want nobody to know I got money.
People gotta know you got money.
I don't.
You have a Nike jogging suit and a pair of LeBrons, and you good.
Nah, because I'll be the Adam Sandler because even though I try to spend a little on my clothes because I want to look appropriate and like I try, I'm cheap when it comes to cars. So I'll be rolling up with my old car next to Walt's Tesla someday or
hell no,
whatever you got.
I would never get a damn car when you got to plug it up to something, man. I don't get that.
That's why you got the plugger in the garage. Plug it up while you in the house.
No, I don't want
man.
anything where I gotta plug it up to a garage anywhere. Like, no,
Okay.
that's not my style.
So before we get off the beaten path, the NBA playoffs. What has been your favorite series so far? You got Nuggets and Suns, Lakers and Golden State, Celtics and 76ers, and the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks. What has been your favorite series? We're gonna start with you, Walt.
I got two of them. I mean, I don't want to bring it up because actually want one of y'all to bring up that series. Y'all know what series I'm talking about, so I ain't gonna bring that one up. But this, like I said, the Sixers and Celtics series though has definitely been kind of back and forth. And like we kind of first start the show off with talking about James Harden. It's definitely seemed like James Harden is finally coming out and he's starting to try to do a little bit more instead of actually struggling, I should say. So I don't know if maybe that's the veteranship from PJ Tucker getting in their ass every day or whatever, but yeah, like I said, whatever James Harden's been doing lately, it seems like he needs to continue on doing that because, like I said, between game one, game 3, and then hopefully tonight he can possibly have another 40 piece. So we should definitely see about that. Him and Embiid seem like they feed off each other, so that's definitely a good thing for the Philly fans, I should say. As y'all can see, I got the Embiid jersey. Appreciate you, John. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm definitely. This series has definitely been probably one of the most intriguing ones, I should say. But like I said, my other series, I don't want to jinx it. That's why I don't want to bring it up. I want one of y'all to bring it up. You know what series I'm talking about. Don't look at me like that.
Cleveland. Don't mean we root for everybody
Knicks.
That play the Knicks. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The Knicks are your favorite team now because they beat Cleveland?
Y'all mofos got jokes today, huh?
They beat Cleveland.
Y'all mofos got jokes today, huh?
Okay. All right, John. What's been your favorite series?
I think I gotta agree with him. I mean, so the Lakers games have been close, right?
So what? Say that again.
The Lakers games have been close, but it is 3-1. It ain't 2-2. So even if it's close, but honestly, only reason I'm not enamored by that series is because everything I predicted, Nico, happened. Kevon Looney ain't getting minutes because I told you
it's not over with yet.
I told you by the end of this series they will be afraid to put Looney on the floor because
in his defense, he's been sick though. He's been sick.
Right. So shut the front door.
He's been sick though. I mean, you can't really blame him for that. I don't know what they didn't put in his food.
But you know what? To that point, you got to think how close they've been, and 3 of those losses, they've been a shot away from winning the game. And
I agree.
Jordan Poole ain't even showed up yet.
So even though it's 3-1, I don't think this series can be overlooked. However, like I said, Jordan Poole was going to disappear because they started to show its head in the last series, and I think it's gotten worse. I think you're starting to see with them constantly on TV every night, always watching. People are starting to notice. Oh yeah, they're not cool. They're not all cool with each other. Jordan Poole still got issues with the rest, of the players on that team. And that don't work when it comes to playoff time. Steph Curry can't keep bailing you out with no 50 pieces. So, but it can't be overlooked even just because those games are close. But I think he's right. I think you got to go with Philly, man. They lose Embiid, and still pull one off. That was the series right there, I think. Boston has to win that game. You're up 3-1 now.
Got to win tonight.
No, Boston was supposed to win that other night. That was Jaylen Brown's fault. My fault to cut you off. We can get back to that though.
No, you're right. I agree. But I'm just saying, you have to win the one without Embiid. You have to win the game without possibly the MVP of the league. You have to win that game, and they couldn't get it done. I think that's going to come back to bite them. But I mean, yeah, it's been a really good series. The games have been moderately close. Because a couple with the Lakers game, they blew them out by 30. And the other one, they got blown out by 30. So, you kind of – it's not exactly the same. Like the 76ers series has been pretty tight all the way through for the most part. And so I think you have to say that's the best series so far.
But, what's really been a surprise for me, though, in this series, though, is just how for some reason Jason Tatum has been struggling a lot. Like I'm not sure if that's just maybe Doc Rivers, his defensive schemes or something or whatever. It just seemed like Tatum just can't get going in this series for some reason. Like I think tonight he's like 1 for 7, and then like I think the other night he was like 5 for like 20. No, he's like 9 for 27 or something like that. But it just seemed like his efficiency is just not there. Just like I think I was listening to one of the guys earlier, either Shannon or Stephen A, and they were saying like it just coming off that loss from last year from Golden State, you would think they would be playing with a little bit more fire, and it just don't seem like Boston's playing with a lot of fire. You know what I'm saying right now, and it just seemed like the game plan kind of it's like always changing. Like it would seem like Brown, he would get it all, he would get going in the first quarter, and then they would start giving him the ball. Like he would be like he was 7 for 9, I think, in game 2, and then only finished. He had like 14 points in the first quarter. Then I think he only finished with like maybe 18 or 20 points for the game. It's like they stopped feeding him the ball for some reason. It's like they were trying to get Tatum going, and Tatum just couldn't get going. But I don't know. For some reason, I'm just surprised that Tatum just isn't getting it going like how he was getting it going last year. Because I was giving him high praise last year, even saying that he was better than Paul Pierce, and it's just looking like this year like he's disappearing. And it's like I don't know. I'm just confused because I was definitely think he was ready to take that next step, but I don't know what's going on with Mr. Sir Tatum right now, I should say.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think this happened last year too in a couple instances we saw. Like when you ain't got no point guard and Jason Tatum has to play point guard, he struggles a little more. It's tougher for him to get his shots where he wants them and all that stuff. And so he's got more options when he's the point guard. But at the same time, like when you also have to play point guard, you're thinking about that and not just getting your shot. Them not having a real point guard is coming back to bite him again. I think it's really killing him. And the thing is, James Harden, as much as people don't want to consider him point guard, he can play point guard. He's better point guard than Russell Westbrook. You know what I mean? Like he's a true point in some instances, unlike Westbrook, who's primarily really not a true point. But so people forget that like James can run this team. I don't think Boston has that guy who can run the team, and it shows with Tatum here, I think.
Yeah. Maybe not the best series, but the most surprising series for me gotta be that Knicks series. With although yes, they beat Giannis and them, but I think they have a lot of in-house problems, similar to Golden State. It's a lot of in-house things going on. You saw they just fired their coach and things like that. But you gotta give it up to Jimmy Butler and Eric Spoelstra. You lose Tyler Hero, you lose Victor Oladipo, Kyle Lowry. He's iffy. It depends on his body day to day. But outside of the one game Jimmy didn't play, this could have easily been a sweep. Could have easily been a sweep, and they kept that game close. They pulled away late. But if Jimmy plays that game, who's to say Miami doesn't win in 4? So that's one team that's I've been the most impressed by. And the craziest series for me is that Phoenix and Denver series. Because them first 2 games, Joker was he's still cooking. But just the way they was just kicking the Suns' ass, to put it the best way. And then you come back, and I told somebody this earlier, they've come back, yes, due to Kevin Durant and Book. But at the same time, can they keep this up to win, 10 more times? For a championship?
Because I was just about to say, between Booker and between Booker and KD, can they both keep continuously, like you said, average 30 plus?
Because the legs don't get tired eventually. If not this series, definitely the next.
Especially with all the minutes that they both playing too, for real too. So
because I think playing wherever you play in Golden State or the Lakers, they got depth. Jordan Poole has not came to play yet. So he's due for one. Clay, Kuminga, Moody, they come at you in droves. Same thing with the Lakers with Rui And Walker last night, Lenny Walker, whatever.
Man, what a surprise too, man.
You know, so
Dark ass.
both of them teams, you gonna have a series on your hands. So they're gonna need some production out of Terrence Ross. A Kogi, Aiden. You're like, bro, can you at least give us at least 20 and 15? Can you average that throughout the, just not even before, but can you average that going forward? Can you at least match the Joker as far as points? Right now, it's like night and day. And yeah, that's what I think so far. And somebody asked the other day, how is Joker just makes it look so effortless. I think Joker is similar to Tim Duncan. He don't let you rush him. He gets a spot, and he gonna get his shot. Same way Tim Duncan wasn't in no rush to cook. He let that thing simmer, and before you know it, he got 25 and 20. Like, how the hell he get this, bro?
Low key though, like that should be crazy.
Because they will use the full shot clock. You'll think you're so used to guys coming in the lane and just trying to overpower you, like Ja Morant, man, trying to fly over.
I'll jump you.
Right, and then you got that one guy who'll do one pump fake and then he'll go up with it. Jokic will do 9 pump fakes if he got to, and take all 3 seconds in the lane if he got to, and he will do everything he can until he has finally tricked you, and then that's when the shot goes up, right when you think it's pretty crazy to watch, but it's a slow motion basketball, man. It is like watching Tim Duncan play,
Yeah.
Yeah, Joker is definitely a work of art, man. I will say that. So he's definitely a different breed, than what we are, I guess, used to seeing with the athleticism and everybody else, I should say, because has no athleticism at all, and it's just like you said, he's just moving in slow motion. It's like you said, everything just slows down for him. So
he doesn't let you rush him.
Right. So he won MVPs for a reason. So hey, Joker, he's gonna have to show up definitely tonight, which I definitely think they will be, especially being at home. That Denver crowd gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like Joker might not be as impactful as he has been, in the other games, just because I feel like when they're at home, the role players gonna have to step up a little bit more. So I feel like you got to get those role players going anyway. As the playoffs go along, so just to get their confidence going and stuff like that. Just like, we was talking about with Lonnie Walker, you know what I'm saying? My boy, stay ready. Stay ready, you know what I'm saying? And you need stuff, you need pieces like that though. You know what I'm saying? You need pieces like that. Because it was unexpected. You know what I'm saying? For Darvin Ham to even pour that out, you know what I'm saying? That was definitely unexpected. Not saying that Lonnie Walker is not capable of that, but we haven't seen that throughout the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, we haven't seen that out of him lately. So just for, Ham to pour that out of this, little magic hat, you know what I'm saying? That was definitely saved the game last night. But I don't want to jinx nothing because
it's
the first to four. Okay.
Nope. I'm taking it to another level.
Hey, Walt, let him bury yourself. Go ahead, guarantee it.
Let me bury myself.
Try to bury me, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna jinx it. Jinxing it.
No. I want to hear it. I guarantee.
Here comes my next faux show. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
LeBron James will drop a 40-piece in the closeout game.
What the hell?
Guaranteed. Faux show. That drop 40.
So you're not saying they win? You're just saying he get 40. Okay.
No, I'm saying whether the closeout game is game 5 or 6, whatever game it is, he will do 40 to win that game. I'm just saying it ain't going 7. It'll be 5. It'll be 6. Whatever game that is, LeBron will drop 40 in it.
Now, I will say this though. He is killing me trying all these damn threes. Like, bruh. Stop already.
You know what? That's his only weakness right now because look, everybody was saying his free throws is the problem. My man is knocking down the free throws now.
But you got to think when you shoot that 3, it's hitting front iron, and now they got a running start.
That's fair because I think my boy's shooting like 23%.
Remember when Milwaukee won the finals, and they said we're gonna send Giannis to the line. And Giannis hit like 16 out of 18 or something like that, game 6 or 7. And it was like, all right, whatever. And people were like, oh, yeah. They did that to him last year. Miami did that to him last series, and he went like fifth. Like I forget how many free throws he missed in that one game, and it's like sometimes you hit them, sometimes you can't, man. It just is what it is. But the other night, Steph went, I think, 1 for 3, which isn't a lot, but I'm just saying, like, I was surprised to even see Steph go 1 for 3 from free throw, because both of them were important. But yeah, man, I think what you said about Darvin Ham, though, I think that's not getting talked about enough. This game I feel was pivotal because I felt Darvin Ham. Now again, Lonnie has to go out and hit them shots still, but I felt like he outcoached Steve Kerr in that game, and I think that was a crucial part that's not getting talked about enough.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely been out coaching Steve Kerr.
Don't say nothing else about that damn series. Don't say nothing else.
I'm just
say 40. Nothing else because I'm already expecting Clay to come back with. I mean, I'm sorry, not Clay, Steph to come back with a vengeance after missing
shots. We'd like to see Clay come back.
Clay too, though, because Clay he been slacking. I think he only had 9 points last game.
He had like 31 game 3.
And then, like I said, it's just like Clay kind of been inconsistent too. Like he been have a 30 piece to game 2 or 3 or whatever, and then now you got 9 or 11 points this next game. Like, and then Poole ain't got no points, and then you getting mad because you getting pulled from the game because your dumbass, turning the ball over and stuff, doing all the other stuff that you're not supposed to be doing while you in the game. So that's why you got pulled. But
yeah, I mean, even Draymond though had 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists the other night. Like, they got to share the blame. Steph, that's the thing. It's for years people have saying, "Oh, Steph just has a lot of help." That's why he never won MVPs when he won all them finals. And then he wins the finals, and then apparently, yeah, I agree. Like, it's like his team's like, "Oh, you finals MVP, all right, go do it all by yourself," and he ain't getting the help like he used to.
Yeah, Wiggins ain't been stepping up either. Kuminga, Moody.
I'll tell you, Wiggins been playing ball though. He's been consistent. I feel like Wiggins been pretty consistent.
I feel like he need to do a little bit more. I mean, him
on the body the other night on AD.
I mean, yeah, but they still lost anyway. So it's
wait. Is it over yet?
Man, look,
it's over.
I'm talking about the game. I'm talking about the game. The game that he dunked on AD, they still lost.
Lakers versus Nuggets. We're moving on.
Guaranteed.
I'm not guaranteed.
I guaranteed this from the beginning. I said 76ers versus Milwaukee. That was wrong.
Young Charles Barkley, guaranteed.
I said 76ers versus Milwaukee and Nuggets versus Lakers. I got one of them wrong, but I'm still about to get the other 3. I guarantee.
I said Suns and Lakers. So I mean, if the Suns can pull this, if they can get one in Denver, I think they can still pull it off. I don't know why I'm rooting for the Suns and the. I think I just want to see the LeBron and KD matchup.
You're a KD fan. We know.
I just want to see that LeBron and KD matchup, man. So everybody, he could put that shit to bed, man.
Nico, you calm down because in 2 days they'll release the NFL schedule and you can see who all is going to beat your Bears. All right, so
probably nobody. Hey, chill out. Yeah. Don't be upset because didn't be close. It's not my problem.
I ain't gonna lie, I low key forgot about that though. I'm like, I'm kind of excited now that they're releasing that so we can see the schedule, see what.
Hey, Blackhawks got the number 1 draft pick, I think.
Blackhawks that too, yeah.
So maybe Chicago looking up. Who knows?
Maybe another championship is in the sights. What was that from 2015 or 16?
It don't matter. It's real.
What? I'm trying to give you praise. What you mean?
Hey, you know what? Let me give my overreaction today real quick, Nico, because I actually do got to get this out of my chest. And if you follow me, you might have already seen me post this, but
sunscreen don't work.
That's true.
In 50-degree weather, though, that shit is crazy.
I didn't use sunscreen. That's the problem. I should have used it.
You would not think that you need sunscreen in 50-degree weather, though. That's beyond
cold, me. But the sun was out, so apparently I still needed it.
That's crazy. That's funny.
But no, I do. Okay, so we don't normally go down like topics like this, but I really feel like I got like. So one of the big things with this Brett Favre and Pat McAfee thing and all that, I have my own personal thoughts about Brett Favre, allegedly, but like, what I mean? There's a reason we don't say certain things until they've been, tried, convicted. And even then some. I mean, obviously, we all know OJ didn't do it, but for real, like it makes me so angry because you had ESPN, or I'm not gonna say who, I'm not gonna say their name, but allegedly, okay, I already said it, but too late. But anyways, come out and roast this man and tell the Bills fire this man, that guy they sacrilegiously called Punt God. Like they had him roasted on the TV every day. Fire this man. How can you? And now it comes out none of that stuff was true. This man is playing down in Mexico, punting, and he was an NFL draft pick for the Bills. They pressured the Bills into firing this man, and now a year later, it's proven that none of that's true. Here's the problem. And by the way, I hope he sues said TV station into the dirt, because honestly, here's the thing. No, and again, we don't like to go down trails like this, but even though, even if he's your friend, your son, your brother, whatever he is to you, and you stick by him and you believe him, all that, there's always a thought in the back of your head. Did he do it? Is my son this person? And as a mom, as a dad, that ruins you inside, even though because you want to believe him and you do believe him, you choose to believe him. Even as a
sibling,
you're like, sitting there saying, did my son do this thing? And so they ruined that man's reputation, because on page one, that those news stations said this man did this thing, fire him. And then when they finally proved it wrong, it was on page 147. Maybe we were wrong about this guy. They will not come out and tell the world we were wrong. I hope he sues them out there. I don't know, man. That makes me so mad, because you got to wait for the facts on this stuff. And that's why, like I said, even though I have my personal thoughts about Brett Favre and such, like, we hold our reservations until someone's proven guilty, until, and sometimes even then some, because you cannot just come out and say this. I'm not talking about his football career. Sure, they took a lot of money from this kid, obviously, but they broke, they probably broke his mom. They probably broke his dad. That stuff makes me mad, man. I felt like I had to say that because it made me so angry. And now coming out now that it wasn't true, and without any evidence, they were just blasting this man on TV every day, saying he did it, saying, putting pressure on the Bills to fire this man. It just makes me so angry. That's my overreaction of the day. I know, but it just...
No, it's not an overreaction. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I'm him, what I'm saying, I'm trying to hire up a legal team or something, what I'm saying, just to, not only just to clear up my name, but like I said, just to get back to where I was supposed to be at. You feel me? Like you possibly fucked up my career, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, him still being young, you know what I'm saying, I would definitely still try to pursue, like I said, hiring a team so I can sue whoever, talk to whoever the hell I need to talk to, so I can, like I said, clear my name and make sure, like, hey, they fucked up, not me.
Right, because even though a punter might only make $500,000-$600,000 a year, we have 12 to 20 year careers. So they have longer careers than everybody else to make that money. So they did take a lot of money out of his pocket. But I think even bigger, this is bigger moment, just because his parents now, without 100%, can look at their son in the eye and say, my son didn't do those things. And even though they might have been saying it before, they can now 100% believe it. I always appreciate those moments when that happens. But, you can't ever get that back. Like, you can't get those years back where you made them doubt their own son. Like, that makes me angry. But anyway, all that to say, the playoffs been good.
You got to leave the past for more. It's on the future, baby.
Yeah. No, they'll move on. And I'm glad they get the chance to. I'm glad it was proven wrong. He was right. If he did it, then prove him right too. That's what I'm saying. Like, either way, prove it. But like, you can't just come out and say it without any proof at all. But anyway, playoffs been good, man. I think.
And then too, to that whole situation, even if that woman lied or the police, not saying they did, made her lie or say he did it and he didn't, they should have to pay something too. Something like, half a year's salary, from the police station, something. Because, you ruined his life. You know how hard it is to get to the NFL? He made it, and then a false allegation pretty much took away his whole career.
Yeah, who's to say he's the only one that was like that, though? You know what I'm saying? So,
no, I mean, for any of them, if you lie on somebody and they really didn't do it, you should suffer a consequence.
I mean, because you were willing to send that man to jail. It was like you weren't just trying to ruin his career. You were trying to send that man to jail, which I'm not going to get into all that. But like, there's a certain stigma that comes with people who do those kind of things in jail. Like that, worse than jail could happen. Like you put that on that man. I think there has to be some kind of repercussion. But I'm just saying, people without, she was there. Whether her side story true or not, she was there. People who weren't even there, saying without a shadow of a doubt that you have to fire a person because of this. When you weren't there. You crazy, and I hope they get sued for it. But anyway,
yeah.
Gotta love it, I guess, man. But hey, what we going back to the playoffs or what?
I think we covered it. But I mean, unless you got, I don't know what else did you see?
I mean, I ain't necessarily see nothing. Like I said, my series, I don't want to say it's locked in, but I'm just, I got my fingers crossed. So, like I said, I'm just loving the defensive side of, on the Lakers. I'm loving that, I'm saying? I'm loving that AD damn near averaging like 5 blocks a game. Like that's it's crazy. Like
I wonder, does he have the most blocks in the playoffs ever?
I don't know. We got.
They say he had about 30 in the Grizzlies series alone.
Wow.
We're definitely gonna have to look that up. And like I said, I just like the little things that they're doing. Like I said, the defense and LeBron, rebounding the ball. I think he averaging like 11 boards a game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he hasn't had that big game on the scoring side, but he's doing other things. You feel me? So like I said, man, these playoffs, almost every series is tight. You know what I'm saying? But keeping my lips sealed. I don't want to jinx nothing.
Hey, I like that LeBron is letting the point guards play point guard though. You know what I mean? Like a lot of point guards who went to LA had issues with that. Like they always said we weren't allowed to play point guard because LeBron was there. Rondo was like, if I ain't playing point guard, what am I doing out here? Like I'm just standing in the wing. Like what is I'm Rajon Rondo. Like I play point guard. Right. So you had a lot of point guards come through there who never got to play point guard. I like that he's letting them play point guard. He's letting the guys play their positions. AD is playing his position. 19 in the first half, only 4 in the second half. But what did he do in the second half? He locked down. He played defense. Like there's so much more that like guys are allowed to play their positions, and I think the Lakers are playing team basketball. There's not, I like triple doubles and all, but Jokic had 50, or someone had a triple double the other night. Steph had triple double the other night. How'd that work out for him? Like I'm just saying, like let guys play what they want, their positions. Lonnie Walker even said, I'm a 3-level scorer. Don't just kick it to me in the corner all the time. I don't just want to shoot threes from the corner. Let me put the ball on the floor.
He's a role player. He knows his role. He's a role player. So
right. But you find him in his spots, you find him in his space and all that, but you can't just force him to shoot threes. You let him play his game of basketball. And I think that's what the Lakers are doing. Darvin Ham is doing. He's letting everybody play their brand of basketball. And it's good basketball.
All right, so real quick, I looked it up. The most blocks in a single postseason is by Hakeem. He had 92 blocks in 23 games. But this is the crazy part. He averaged 43 minutes, 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in that same playoff season.
That's crazy.
Second is Tim Duncan in 02 and 03. And then, so really, I think for both of them, they averaged it in winning the championship. That was the ultimate goal.
Defense definitely was the key.
92 blocks.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's how many blocks.
I mean, we talk about this all the time. Like Jimmy Butler goes under the radar all the time because he plays defense and he doesn't just drop 35 a game. And it's like, sure, he's low 20s and he sometimes doesn't make the All-Star game because he's in the low 20s. But like, no one makes the All-Star game on defense anymore. Like, what's
he averaged 4 blocks a game? 4. That's crazy. No, but yeah, John, you got a point. And it's crazy that AD didn't make maybe it's because he was out for a while. He didn't make all-team defense, not first or second.
They were number 1 not since the break. I think since the trade deadline, LA
was since the All-Star break. They had the number 1 record in the NBA.
No, but LA had the number 1 defensive rating since the trade deadline, I believe.
I I was surprised Alex Caruso was made all first team because he was out for a while, but when he did play, he was effective.
I know you Bulls fans like Caruso, and I don't
No, no,
mind it.
no, no. It's not even that. I just didn't think he played enough games to be considered because I
No,
don't
but
know
I'm
how
just
many
saying,
would have to play.
I know everyone likes Caruso and all that, and he's all right. I'm not the biggest fan, but I like him a little bit. But I've always said, man, you could take Doug McDermott, you could take Austin Reeves and plug them into that same spot. Because if you're a guy who knows where to be and you play just basketball, you're going to succeed on LA. I think Austin Reeves has been playing really good ball. I'm not taking away from him. But I promise you, if you go put Austin Reeves on the Bulls, he ain't doing this stuff.
Why you
And that's
mention Doug McDermott though?
because he's that same type
Oh.
of player where they just,
Doug
you know,
McDermott
they
was all right. He wasn't like these two. He was all right.
I disagree with you. I think if you put Doug McDermott on the Lakers, I think he can do these same things. I truly believe that.
Is
Young
he
Doug
still in the
McDermott.
league?
I was about to say Doug. I don't know if he was really. I mean, he was just like kind of a spot up shooter for real. Like,
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Because he
Essentially.
never played on a team like the Lakers. He played for a team. But I'm saying this guy, Doug McDermott, was a heads up player. He was a guy who would be at the right places at all the right times, but people wouldn't make the right pass.
Did you buy his
And-
jersey?
No.
You petty. Don't even in the argument. All right. Well, he tripped. He did
Can't
all
buy-
that. Didn't even.
I can't buy every jersey. What are you talking about?
Why not?
Who's paying for it?
The same person that paid for the last 20 jerseys you got.
Nah, I bought them things $20 a piece, man.
Well, I'm sure if we went out for a month straight, I'm pretty sure he would have a different jersey every day.
I buy my
I
jersey
can
same place I
guarantee-
buy my haircut, the gas station. I ain't spending
You
money
might
on
not
nothing.
buy no damn jersey from no gas station. That thing gonna rip immediately.
I'm in the broke barbers. I go to the broke barbers club, but that's where I go for my haircut.
Allie gonna be like, oh hell no, take that jersey off.
Look,
No, she actually did say before the show, you cannot leave your hair like that.
well, I mean that's his James Harden. So I guess he.
Right.
You know,
2018 James Harden is back, baby, and I'm bringing it back
yeah.
for one day, till he drops 18 tomorrow, and then they lose, and then I'm gonna.
On that note,
They're up 11 right now. They're looking good.
on that note, I think we gonna take us out on that note. You feel me? So yeah. Anyway, we appreciate y'all watching here tonight here on Real Deal Sports. Your boy Big Walt. Oh wait, I'm tripping. Hold on. I think we got 127 on subscribers. So like I said,
128.
128. Okay. So, congratulations to us. We're growing. It seems like we've been having a good couple of months. These last couple of months, I should say. So
Yeah, we cooking.
we definitely cooking. Like his boy James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Stirring up the pot. You feel me? So yeah. I mean, it's a James Harden thing. That's what I said.
I'm gonna just let you go. I'm gonna let you ride out.
I was just saying. So, anyways, like I said, make sure y'all keep liking, share, subscribe, and comment. You know what I'm saying? Keep on watching us, keep helping us grow. This your boy Big Walt, my boy Nico Suave, my boy John, aka White James Harden, and
Wow.
Red now. Red.
Wow. Yeah, hey, that fits better. Yeah, red man.
We can't say that word, so we gotta say the Commanders. James Harden.
Sunburn.
man, I'm going to go with the White James Harden.
I'm gonna go with Sunny, and we all know what that means.
Throw out some top weeks. We got a party here. We appreciate y'all watching.
We are.